Yummy, 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 yummy. All right, so back with another video. Monday trade recap. Pretty okay day, I would say. Not bad, but it was okay. We're gonna be going over 3 trades. One of them I did end up taking. One of them was one trade that looked good, but kind of went against one of my rules. And the third trade was a 30-second trade, and I don't have the nuts to take a 30-second trade, so I did end up taking that. Right. So I just wanted to start us off by saying in the morning we were in between 2 liquidity pools, right? So you have a fair value gap over here, and you have a 1 hour fair value gap over here, right? So I wanted to see, I was targeting the CE, the constraint encroachment of this fair value gap right here. I wanted price to tap the halfway point, and then maybe continue lower, right? Or if it wanted to continue higher, just burst up. But it didn't end up tapping it at all. It tapped a 1 minute fair value gap on the left that I'm going to show you guys, right? So let's just jump into the trade that I took. So first things first, so market open around 6:30, and it was just dumping. There's no actual setup here for the dump. I mean, if you just trade off of like for value gap continuations, I mean, this would have been solid for you. But I mean, if you got that, congrats, right? But that's not how I trade. So here we took out sell side liquidity. Now again, if you trade just off of retracements and fair value gaps, this trade right here would have been solid. Offers you a nice retracement back to the upside. Maybe your draw of liquidity was this constant encroachment of this fair value gap, or it was this 1 minute fair value gap right here that I'm going to talk about, right? So this was okay. I mean, if you just trade fair value gaps and retraces, that would have been fine. But so yeah, I just let price do its thing. It was just going up, right? Now I saw that we tapped into this 1 minute fair value gap, and it's so small. I saw that we tapped into this 1 minute fair value gap, and I was like, okay. And I saw a good strong rejection off of it, good momentum as well. Now I would have taken this trade, good singular fair value gap here. You could have had break even right over here. But the thing is, there was no good candle closure here. You see this? Now, if this candle closed right over here, oh, I'm in there like swimwear. I'm definitely taking that, right? It's basically bread and butter. You're tapping into a fair value gap here. You're kind of halfway filling a bigger, higher time frame fair value gap, and then break even. And then I don't know. Oh, there's also equal lows down here as well. Yeah, you have equal lows, so that would have been your full trade right here. If it closed, right? So this would have been a decent trade, 1.82 RR, not bad for 25 points. But unluckily, it ended up closing all the way here, and yeah, so that was just down the drain, right? So this second trade, this is the trade I actually ended up taking. But this drink is so good. This was the trade I actually ended up taking. So this was also, I definitely went light in size in this one. It was kind of scary, but I definitely wanted to see us maybe tap into this one more time and continuing to go down lower, or maybe even taking this internal high over here, right? But we didn't. An S&T formed, and I saw that we ended up taking internal buy side, and there's a good singular for value gap right over here. Now the good candle closure here, I wouldn't call this a big money candle, like an industrial candle or whatever, but it was just good momentum, right? And then also a good candle closure here, pretty good break even, and then final TP at this low, right? So pretty decent RR. Pretty decent RR. This is the trade I ended up taking. And yeah, I mean, it makes sense. if yeah, it makes sense. Like if price wanted to continue higher, this would have gotten respected, right? But I was definitely scared taking this one just because, like, look at this. This is ugly right here. But I saw the opportunity, I took it, and it ended up playing out. So cheers to that. Now, I technically could have held to break even, right? Break even would have been here. This does not stop me out. So break even. Yeah, break even would have been this line. This does not stop me out. So if I held, technically, this trade would have ran for quite some points, actually. Yeah, this trade would have ran for around 120 points if I held to break even. But I just ended up full TPing here just because of like what I was getting initially from price action. So I was just like, yeah, no, I'm getting out. So now the second trade, I would have taken it any day of the week, but there's equal highs. So let's look into this. So on the 2 minute, we have this for rally gap here that gets wicked on, respected, good strong rejection off of it, right? Then we have a 1 minute inversion to follow up with that. Good singular 1 minute for rally gap here, gets inverse, good momentum, good candle closure here for good decent RR. Now you would target this right here for break even, and then you have buy side liquidity, and this is just liquidity I got from just looking far left into the charts. And yeah, so this trade would have been pretty decent, but I did not end up taking this trade just because we have equal highs up here, right? But this second trade targets equal highs, so I was too scared to take this actually, just because it was on the 32nd, but it ends up working, and I'm actually glad I caught it at least, right? So looking at this, we have a 1 hour for rally gap right over here. We come into it, we wick it, and we just shoot. We ended up shooting back up. So if you look on the 1 minute, there's nothing really here, right? So, but if you look on the 30 seconds, if you look on 30 seconds, there is a singular for rally gap here. It gets inversed, even offers you a retracement, so you could have been a sniper and got in it with a better RR, right? And then right, so this ended up taking sell side. So it ended up taking sell side. We're respecting a 1 hour for value gap. We're bouncing off of it. And this would have been a pretty decent trade, right? Let's say you just entered off of candle closure. Stop loss at the bottom of this wick right here, maybe just down here under this for value gap. You could have targeted break even either at this candle wick or this candle wick, and your ultimate final TP would be these equal highs. So this trade is actually the now that I think about it, this trade is actually very beautiful. This is a beautiful trade right over here. This is I think this is the best trade from today. This one's okay. It's just equal highs up top, so it's kind of scary taking it to the downside, right? And this trade was okay as well. Ended up playing out. I'm not the craziest of or cleanest of trades, but it's whatever. Ended up working out, right? So that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the trade recap. Tomorrow I do have work, so if I trade, I'm gonna trade very early in the morning for like an hour 30. If I don't find anything, I'm just not gonna trade, right? But I still will drop a recap video just on like potential trades that look nice throughout the day. And yeah, so appreciate you guys for anyone watching, and yeah, good luck. Bye bye.